Welcome to Mechanic. Today we have a 2013 Mini Cooper on this vehicle. I'm going to show you how to be able to remove your exterior door handle as well as your door lock cylinder. This all comes out as one full unit. And then also in that process, we will go over the options to remove your door lock actuator in case you need to do that. But you can do these separate, and so you don't have to do them all at the same time. So we will start with the exterior door handle. Now to get to this exterior door handle, there's quite a few components that you remove to be able to remove this. So we have one bolt here that we need to remove on this side. And there is some plastic molding that goes from the inner door panel that you would pop open to be able to remove that. So also, you do need to remove the inner door panel, well, the glass, the inner door panel, and all of those components with the regulator to gain access to be able to remove this stuff. We have a bolt here. This is a 5mm, and these are a T25 here and 3 T25s that are holding on this door lock actuator unit. Like I said, we will remove this handle first, and then we can go through the process to remove our door lock actuator, which is when you hit the electric button to lock your doors, that's what locks the door. And this is the handle that you pull in here to open the door, and that's the cable. So we'll loosen this one. We don't need to remove that one completely most of the time, because it just needs to come out a little bit so that this can slide over and out. All right, got our 5mm Allen here. We're just going to loosen this. And so we have it loosened enough. We should be able to slide this over. Just take it all the way off. And there we go. So it's holding in there. We take that off, set that aside, and then you do have the actual cable. So when we pull this little tab, there's a little cable that goes down in there. We're going to need to pop that off, and then we'll go ahead and undo the T25 that's over here on this side. All right, so what you're looking at, we see this cable that comes down here that goes up to the handle, exterior handle. We just need to take this cable, we push it down a little bit, and we're able to pull that aside. And then you can see that we can press this up through here and pop it out, and that frees everything here from the actual door lock actuator unit. And now we'll remove the T25 on the outside of the door body here, and then be able to remove our exterior handle. All right, with our T25 here, also remove this screw. And then be able to All right, so turns out in order to get the rest of this handle off, there is another bolt inside there. So we're going to go ahead and take the 3 bolts here that undo the door lock actuator, remove that, and then we'll have better access to get to the other 5mm that holds the rest of this exterior handle on. So if you ever need to replace your exterior handle as well as your door lock cylinder, you are going to be dismantling basically the whole door. So coming back in here, we have this we want to remove, and it's literally, it just goes down in the back here and presses into a clip. So we just pull that out, and now we'll be able to just pop this whole rubber grommet out and remove that. So that's out of our way there. We have an electric connection on the back here. We're going to go in and squeeze the clamps and then be able to pull that off. And so that electrical dangles down there. Now we can undo these 3 T25s. They'll hold the actuator unit in, and then we'll need to bend it this way to get it clear from the door lock cylinder and then be able to remove that out. So using our T25, we remove these 3 screws / bolts to hold this together. Now, the last one is in there just a teeny bit. I'm going to reach in here and being able to grab the unit, and now we can pull out our whole door lock actuator unit and remove that from the vehicle. And we can set that aside, and now with that out of the way, we'll be able to have the space without using our small tools to undo the bolt, and we'll be able to get this exterior door handle on. So this is what we're looking at from the inside, the door lock actuator right here, the electrical connection, and then this is the cable that comes from the handle when you pull it, and then we have one nice little 5mm bolt up here. To be able to remove like I said, if you have smaller tools, you can get in here and not have to remove the actuator unit, but either way. Right. So that is the removal of our exterior door handle right there. We've got that bolt that was holding it in right here. And now we're able to remove the whole exterior door handle. And now removing the door lock cylinder, the actual unit, we can now slide this toward ourselves and then being able to pull this out. And then if you need to replace your door lock cylinder, for where the key goes in to unlock the door or lock the door manually, this is the whole unit that you would purchase to replace. So that's your removal of your exterior door handle, door lock actuator unit, to be replaced if you need to on your 2013 Mini Cooper. On this vehicle, we're going to go over the process to reinstall your exterior door handle, door lock cylinder, and the door lock actuator unit. The door lock cylinder and exterior handle you can get off without taking the actuator unit off, but it does provide a little bit more extra space if you remove the actuator unit. So to start with, we'll open the door so that we can be working from the inside, and of course to be able to remove and replace your door lock cylinder, as well as anything of these components we need to remove. We would have removed the inner door panel, the glass, and the window regulator as all one unit there. So now over here we have the door lock cylinder with its corresponding bolt, that this bolt goes through and tightens into the handle there. And then we can take this, the door lock cylinder unit, and we slide this tab on the outside, and then we're able to install this in. So up inside here, bring that tab over there, and then we can install our T25 that goes on this edge here to hold that into place as we put everything back together, and so we don't have that moving all over there. We have our T25 that is going to hold this unit, being the door lock cylinder, into the location. Okay. So with that being held into place, now we're able to take our exterior door handle, feeding the cable through the little slide here, and then once we get that up to the door, we have the little bracket with the 5mm over here and the 5mm inside there to tighten up. So we have this piece will come up when we put our actuator unit back in, and we have the 5mm here bolt to tighten up, and this will start attaching to the exterior door handle to hold that on. So we will tighten that up into place here. All right, it just needs to be snug. It is just tightening into plastic, so no reason to go crazy tight on it. We have our 5mm here on this bracket here. All right, so exterior door handles in place. We have this cable that will feed into the door lock actuator unit when we put that in. So here is our actuator unit to replace, and this is where this little star piece goes in up top here. So we're going to bring this up into place, and then being able to, there we go, manipulate the piece that when you put the key in, that it's situated in there. And then we have our 3 bolts that go on this exterior side to hold this actuator unit into place. And those are also a T25. All right, we got our T25 here to tighten up the 3 over here, and as we bring and tighten that up into place, it will pull the actuator into location that it needs to be. And so everything is mounted in the location there. So the next thing that we need to do is being able to reach in here, taking the cable. It does go up and over that little bar. Feeding it down through this little, there's a holder here. In the groove and pulling it down. That just gets everything in alignment there. And then we have this little connection, the bottom portion, to slide into the tab there. And that is so that when you pull the handle on the outside, it will unlock the door. Now, don't forget to hook up your electrical connection here. And that's just press it into place, lock it there. And we now have our door lock actuator unit replaced. We do need to not forget our actual door lock mechanism. So we're going to feed this back in here. You see this little green spot there, and we just pull that to it and it snaps and locks into place. Taking this grommet and sticking that into place there too. So there's our install of the door lock actuator, the door lock cylinder, as well as the exterior door handle on our 2013 Mini Cooper. Thanks for watching Mechanic, where you can be the mechanic.